Hello. So, I think by now everybody has installed Eclipse on their local and they're able to install the HCA plugin to it. Is it right? Hello.
Yes, yeah, yes, Anat, you are right. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So,
yeah. So,
anybody left in the call who hasn't installed Eclipse? No?
I think
Uh, okay. Okay. So everybody has done that. Nice. Okay. So let's go to the HCI tenant, means we will understand the HCI tenant, Eclipse tenant, and the what are the concepts of under the hood, means what exactly is the tenant management node, worker node, why exactly we go for the tenant management, why exactly SAP has gone for the tenant management node and worker node kind of architecture. So before going into it, let's understand the web UI of HCI. So for web UI, yesterday I showed you how to get the HCI tenant URL. Okay, that is something from our taken from the HANA Cloud cockpit. Okay, so from there we activated our HCI. We added the users to them. We added the roles to user to access the tenant and the runtime of HCI. The same URL will be used in your Eclipse also. Okay, so this is how we do the, this is where we get the URL. Yesterday I showed you the IT space one. I have it that in my, go to this URL. Discover screen. So you might be aware that HCI is divided into three parts: discover, design, and monitor. I told you the runtime screen is not visible to us, but it is there. Okay, but the other three screens or the other three modules of HCI, those are directly visible. Yes, it is discover, design, and monitor. What happened? This.
Hello, Sanat. Hello. Hello, Sanat. You are not audible.
Ajit 2 minutes. Yeah.
It happens once every day. Sorry. So the discover screen, this is the initial screen of your HCI, which shows some palettes. These are some palettes which contain some packages, which is kind of which contain the information about the packages. Okay, so this is kind of a discover screen. On your left hand side, you have this menu which contains discover, design, monitor, and settings. This setting is only available if you are an administrator. Okay, I am the administrator as of now. It's for this, so this setting option is available with me. Okay, and in the other tenant, this setting option won't be seen. See, in this one, I don't have this setting option. Discover, design, monitor. That's it. These are the three. Okay. So anyway, just for the reference, I was taking. Okay. So these three things which we do for configuration. If you click on settings, there is not much you can do. You can just assign the product profile. Okay, for my product profile, it is cloud platform integration. I can create more product profile in my HANA Cloud Platform cockpit, but that is not required anyway. So back to our discover screen. I'm just exploring the one. Click on this one and you will find something, so some information about your tenant. So like about your tenant. So this is the build number or the version of your current HCI. So whenever someone asks which version you have worked on or which version you have started worked on, you have to specify this number. It means kind of 2.27 kind of. This is in terms they ask, means generally in our PI we say this is the version, this is the update, so this is the version in your HCA. So and these are the sub versions. The second is the major release. This is sub major release 27, and 11 are the minor releases which went after the 27th major release, minor release, sub major releases. So it goes in every day. This type of releases every day or every week. You won't even know at what time they are updating. Just to show you, when it was updated, this tenant, you can see it was published 2 days ago. So it was updated 2 days ago. Sometime it's 24 hours, 7 hours, and there is no particular time or date when they will update the HCI tenant for the prepackaged content. For prepackaged content, they will update it whenever they have a new package or updated package. They will directly patch those new packages to the tenant all over the world. Okay, so there is no exact time or date or any or exact pattern which they follow to update the HCI tenant. It's that as soon as they create one package or as soon as they have one update for the package, they update the tenant, then there is after testing. Okay. So So this is the 11th version. It means if they have updated this one, so this would be the 27th, and under 27th, it is 11 time updated. So this is how frequently SAP is updating HCI tenant. Just for the understanding, we have means I have started means when you go to again discover screen, I had started from this total number of packages from 27 is not 26, and now it is 83 pre-packaged content which are being updated to your HCI. So you can see how fast and how quickly they are updating HCI, and you can see the priority on which they are treating HCI as their integration tool. It's 83 in the matter of 1.5 years. So from 27. So it's a very fast time, and they have given packages. Earlier it was kind of standard packages for the HCI for the SAP to SAP integration, but now there are third-party integration packages also available. So you can write third-party. There are 12 third-party packages available here. Success factor to third-party integration, Salesforce automation system, third-party Salesforce automation. Sorry. You have means they are not just now integrating the giving the prepackaged content for SAP system, but for the third-party system also they are providing the solutions. And this is the word third party. There are other direct names also, which would be uh, Adventico. Oh, they have given the Adventico adapter also. Okay. Mm. So you can just go through this prepackaged content in your tenant, and you can understand which scenario is suitable to you. Okay, and which scenario is most likely to be implemented for your demand or your requirement, and you can implement this. How to implement, where to implement, I will show you. Okay, but before even going to this, if you don't have the access to HCI and you want to view the pre-packaged content, you can write the content. See, HANA cloud integration dot on demand dot where's this? So if you don't have access to the HCI, okay, tenant, you can go to this URL. You can go to this URL and you can understand which are the uh, prepackaged content available here. Okay, so one second. I guess this is recently updated. This is the API management. Okay, and for this you don't require the URL of your HCI. One second. This is API. API. Set. So to this URL, let it load. I think it will give more than 83. Yeah, it gave 95 pipets. So it is giving all the prepackaged content which would be available in future also here. So for those who don't have HCI tenant or something like that, you can write this URL somewhere and you can uh, see the prepackaged content which are available in your HCI. You cannot configure it or you cannot modify, download anything, but you can understand and you can explore the prepackaged content which are available in your HCI. Okay. Hey, I'm audible, huh? It's not, the connection is not lost, no? Hello?
Yes, Sanat, you're audible.
Yeah.
You're audible.
Okay. So you can view, you can go to this URL anytime and you can understand the prepackaged content. Okay. So now how to understand a prepackaged content? Click on any of the scenario, Hybris marketing, cloud, file-based data load. Just for the reference, just for the example, I'm clicking this first one which came into. Okay. So this package, it contains with this integration package, you can do file-based data load to your SAP Hybris marketing cloud system. Okay. The data fetch from SFTP server and pushes via OData service to your Hybris marketing cloud system. Okay. So it is very clear from the description what this package does. Okay. It takes the data from SFTP server of any means any third party or anything, and it sends it to Hybris Marketing Cloud via OData service. Okay, you have some specific documentation. In this there is an overview where you have again the same description. Okay, you have the what type of integration is integration interaction account contact interaction but with multiple products. Okay. Then it is supported platform, it is supported with HANA Cloud integration, category integration, mode. Just remember the mode, it's written editable here. Okay. We will see there would be some uh, modes as configurable. So we will see some other package also which would be configurable. So the basic difference between editable and configurable is that editable, you can download those scenarios to your Eclipse, you can edit or customize those scenarios and then you can deploy back to the cloud. But some of these scenarios SAP has marked them as only configurable. So those scenario you cannot download or you cannot customize. You have to use it as it is, which is by which SAP has provided. It means you cannot do anything in those packages. You can only deploy those packages. You cannot view them in Eclipse also. You have to configure those that via your HCI web UI. Okay, so we will see how that is done, and you cannot means and by no means you can view the metadata of those prepackaged content. Okay, let's go to the second option called artifacts. Before artifacts, let's go to documentation. Okay, so documentation guide now means it was not the practice which was followed by SAP earlier. Recently now SAP is giving a practice guide or the documents for that prepackaged content. So if you want to read something about, if you are not aware of the scenario, how it get configured end to end. So what happened? I guess for this one, they are not allowing to download once. we can see this, we will see this document through our, this one, one second. I guess here it will allow me to do so because I have the access of it. Okay, let's go to document. I think there's some, no, it's getting downloaded. So you can go through this document. It is the best practice document. How to download, how to, what is the exact scenario? It's SFTP to your hybrid cloud. From SFTP, you have the SFTP adapter and the cloud, and you have the OData adapter. Okay, shows what exactly happening in between your HCI. Your means HCI is always a client, and it will take the data from SFTP server and push the data to the OData server. Okay. Kind of now documentation is so good that you can directly configure the scenarios looking into these documents with each, but it's not available for all the packages. So that is means SAP is still creating this pre-packaged content. It's still creating the documentation for pre-packaged content. Okay, for the newer one, it is already available. For the older one, they are still creating the documents and then they are attaching to the pre-packaged. Okay, so there are different documents for that pre-packaged content, and this document would be specific to this package only, not any other package. Okay. Now let's go to our artifacts. Then again, I told you artifact is a word in cloud universe annotating the objects which we create in the PI or our app. So these are the objects in the cloud, in your HCI of these packages. We have the four of artifacts. Okay, you will see three things. You have the name of that artifact and little bit description what that artifact does. With this integration flow, you are able to load account from SFTP to your cloud. Um, this is specific to your account. Okay, this is specific to your contacts. It is third one is for interaction, and fourth one is interaction with multiple products. So these four are divided into four different functionality which are available on your Hybris cloud, and it needs to be updated. So you have the account detail, you have the contact detail, you have the interaction detail, and interaction in multiple products. So that is again a specific functionality provided in your Hybris. And for that, if you want to load the data from SFTP, they have provided an um, artifact and object or interface for that. Okay, you have the type. So what is the type? It is an iFlow or integration flow. The other two type would be your data type, means data integration, and your value mapping. For the guys who are from PI, value mapping would be very easy to understand. It is a place with, it is a single place where you have saved all the values which might change in future. Okay, so just like your email address, let's say you don't want to hard code an email address in your mapping. It might change in future and you might require it to update very frequently. So you put that in your value mapping. Okay, so we will see how value mapping works here in later classes, but I'm just telling you what value mapping is, and that is also kind of artifact. So you have three kind of artifact: data integration artifact, uh, your integration flows, and your value mapping. Okay, you have specified the version. They have specified the version 1.1.0. It has been created yesterday itself, day before yesterday, 2 days ago, 16th May, and this is the first time even I am looking in front of you this scenarios. Okay, I am not
Sanath,
aware
one
of this
quick
scenario.
question. Sanath, one quick question.
Yes, sir.
You are saying data integration. It is a part of data services or it's part of
Yes,
integration?
data services. Data
Okay.
services.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay. So even I am not aware of this scenario. Okay. Now you have the fourth option called actions. If you click on the action button, you will see two things: view metadata or download. And just mind it, if this package is editable. Okay, so if it is editable, then only the download button will be viewed or will be active for us. If it's configurable, we will only be able to view the metadata. We will see some configurable scenarios also. So I'm just going inside the this artifact or this iFlow. Let's see what they have provided, and it would be first time for me also to see. Okay, okay. So this is the iFlow. It's kind of little bit complex, but let's try to view it. Okay. So first of all, let's understand the screen first of all. Okay. So you have the property here of the iFlow. You have the runtime configuration. Okay, and you have the error configuration. It will change as soon as I click something. Okay, so let's see, I click on the SFTP adapter. So see, uh, so I have clicked on SFTP adapter. So it has changed to the general settings, the source, the processing, the advanced setting for your SFTP adapter, and the scheduler. Scheduler is kind of batch configuration we do in our PI, or we specify at what time this SFTP should run and what time your data would be coming. Okay, so like that you can configure your SFTP adapter settings. This is the adapter settings. Okay, just like our communication channel settings, this is the same communication channel settings, and here this is what we do in adapter. We provide the sender the place from where the file has to be picked, which directory the file has to be picked, which what should be the file name, what is the connection port, what is the user ID, if it's the public key or its certificate means basic authentication, the user name, SFTP username. You will see there is no password option. So that configuration is different in your HCI. You just give the user, you just give a user credential name, and that is saved at some other location. We will see that settings while configuring the iFlows. But just remember that you don't directly put the user ID in your adapter settings or communication channel settings. Okay. There is one more place called deploying the credentials in your cloud, where you save those data or save that user ID password, and you take the reference here in adapter. Anyway, just skip that part. Okay. Now this is your full iFlow. I told you iFlow consists of three things. One is your sender, one is your integration process, and your receivers. Okay, so this is your integration process. These are your sub integration process. Okay, this is means kind of sub processes, just like your it's not same as your PI, but if you have ever worked on any object oriented concept or any coding kind of concept. It's like a sub-module which is created just specific for some specific task. It is kind of sub-start. You would be having one local see, this is the one which is calling this sub-process. Okay. In between the message, it is calling this sub-process, and this sub-process is for only error handling. So in case there is an error, there is no response, and the data is not updated, this process would be triggered, and your data, whatever the data which has been uh, uh, failing or something like that, whatever the response we got in the error from the receiver system, that would be sent back to the receiver sender system. Okay, and there it would be updated, or you will be sending a mail to the sender system. In this case, it's written mail, so you will be triggering a mail to the system, to the person who is looking into it. So you just need to provide the mail address. You have done the connection setting. You need to do the connection setting, and to whom you have to send a mail, and the same error, the message which we have received from the receiver. We have received some message, error message, that it is not possible, or connection is not correct, or something like that, any error message. So that same body would be sent to this person, to at the rate mail.com. Whatever the mail address is, you just need to specify here, and that's it. Okay. So this is kind of your alert configuration in your HCI. In PI, we have an alert configuration. We do the Java settings, and then we do the alert configuration where we assign the scenario, and as soon as some error occur in that scenario, your alert would be triggered and send it to that specific person. So that is not the case in your HCI. You don't have alert configuration. So here you need to do it manually, and it would be done, would be required to done each time for each interface. So again, it's an additional task whenever we create any scenario. So this is kind of error handling. It has to be done by us if it's in customized scenario, scratch scenario, and if it's not in scratch scenario, if it's a standard scenario, SAP will be providing the error handling sub-module with their iFlows. Okay. Earlier it was not the case. Earlier we had to do it, or it was not available, the error handling. We had to go to monitoring of our HCI to view the error of the messages. It was not directly alert. There was no directly alerting system. But now they have given the sub process or exception sub process where you can do the error handling. Okay. Anyway, now coming back to our scenario, you have a sender, you have an integration process, and you have a receiver. This whole thing is called as your iFlow. Okay, and you can download this. You can download, or you can copy this to your designer. So now I'm going back to my package where all of my artifacts are available. All the 4 artifacts are available. I will click on copy. Okay, and this copy is only available in your web UI. So just click on copy, and it already exists in the uh, design workspace. Okay. So what we do, will close this. We will go to the design screen or design workspace of your HANA Cloud integration. This is the design. Okay, we'll try to find out this scenario or this package which is present here, because when I clicked on copy, it says already available. So there are around 137 packages which I have been created and which I have been copied to the design workspace. Okay, let's find out the one which we want to see. So it was file data load, something like that. File based data load, yes. So this is the scenario. Click on it. Oh, sorry, one second. Let me explain that also. Yeah. So the same thing, you can see there is called something called anti-table, the version. Okay, you have the created by user ID. Say my user ID is uh, S 000 9191903. So this is created by some other user when it was created in September 2016. Okay, and you have the description. You can delete that package if you are the administrator, then you can delete the others package. Else, if you are just a developer, you can delete your own package only. Okay. For me, it's giving because I'm the administrator. But for people, if you are having the authorization of only the integration developer, then you can delete only yours package. Okay. Anyway, I'm clicking on it. Okay. Then again, you will see the same things which are here. But here you have the option called, two more options called configure and deploy. So when I click on configure, uh, this I will click on configure. This will provide me details what exactly settings I have to give, the standard setting, the sender adapter setting, the SFTP, which is the file name, what exactly the path is, directory path, address, okay, the username, again the user ID name, okay, and the archive folder after the process. And in case of receiver, which is the receiver system, your YMKT is your hybrid marketing uh, uh, cloud. Okay, so you have the OData adapter, you have the you need to have the address URL of that OData adapter of that hybrid marketing cloud. Okay, and everything would be standard in this. Okay, you have to provide the same thing, and the authentication would be basic authentication, certificate based authentication, or no authentication. Click on no authentication, then it removes all the portion. And after providing these details, click you just need to click on deploy and your interface would be up and running. So as of now, don't panic what is this and how it's working. I will be showing all the things in detail in later classes. Okay. And we are just understanding how this thing looks like as of now. Okay. So this is about your design screen. If let's say I have to create my own scenarios or something from scratch or create my own packages, so I can do that here also. Okay, let me check if there is one which I have created. No, my package has already been deleted. Anyway, let's take a test package from some other.
Sanat, this packages is within your tenant or it's from other tenant also where you're looking into?
No, sir. The first thing, the one which I copied, it was the universal package. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But this one, AK underscore test, this package is specifically created in my tenant and it is not available in any other tenants. It is a scratch created kind of package. Okay. from scratch they have I have created, some user have created. Okay, so this user, he has created that package. We will see in tomorrow class how that package how to do configuration in your Eclipse and in your web UI. So don't worry.
Uh,
Okay.
No, the earlier one which you are showing, right? You are edited with your username. So that is from global, you're taken it and you're
Yes.
edited.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't edit it. I just tried to configure that. There's a difference between the editing and configuring it. See, let me show you. Editing means changing the content of the package, and configuring it is taking the same data and configuring for the sender and receiver. So see, there is no editing option here directly. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking into it. Yeah.
Okay, so understood means editing and configuration.
Yeah.
Means I am just configuring. I'm just
Oh,
taking the iFlow. If I click on this configure button, I won't even view the iFlow. It is just giving me the details of details which I have to put in of sender and receiver, and that's it. Okay.
but your the path which you need to send for your scenario will be different, right? In this case.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that is kind of just deploying. If let's say I am a user and you are a user in my same tenant, okay, just for the sake of it, we both are of the same tenant using the same tenant. So I can go to this package and I can configure this scenario for, let's say, sender A and B, and you have the requirement for C and D. So you can deploy the same scenario for multiple same iFlow for multiple scenarios. Okay, and it
Okay.
won't be edited. It won't be changed. You won't need to worry about that if the content is changed or something like that. It won't change. Okay.
Okay. So particular
Okay.
user, it will be maintained based on the deployment. That's what you're saying.
Correct. Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
oh,
Okay. And
oh,
rather than user also just assign some extra bit of information. Anyway, that is thing of future when I teach you the story. Okay. Now this is about your design screen. Okay. In our next classes, we will understand what exactly design screen means, how to directly use your design screen to configure your scenario without using your Eclipse. Okay, we won't be required to download Eclipse or configure the HCA plugins to Eclipse. Okay, that is kind of a waste of time sometimes if you are just using the standard scenarios. Okay, because you can directly click on deploy, give the sender and receiver details, and it is good to go. Your integration or your scenario is on live directly from your design screen. So in that case, your Eclipse doesn't come into picture. Eclipse, when does Eclipse come into picture? When you want to configure, you want to customize the scenario, you want to do some little changes like you have to add new fields or something like that, then your Eclipse comes into handy. But for our case, for your case, Eclipse is very good because you don't have access to HCI tenant, and to view the capability of HCI, you can use directly HCI on your local without having the access of your HCI tenant, and you can explore all the functions which are provided by SAP in HCI. Okay. But again, if you have, it's again a matter of choice which UI which you need to work on, either Eclipse or the web UI. But now slowly SAP is making the web UI with more functionality. Earlier there were very less functions available in web UI, so you had no options then to go with your Eclipse UI to configure any scenarios or monitoring any scenarios. But now it's there, so you can use web UI also. But again,
Sanat Arvind here. Hello. Hello. Hello.
We
Is
can, we
anyone
can
able to
hear
hear?
you. Yeah, I can hear you, Arvind.
Here, Shankar, like in
Sairam here.
Say, sorry, I'm sorry.
hey, sir.
First of all, see, the mode is here editable. Na?
Mm-hmm.
This is a scenario called configurable only. Click on
Correct.
this. Okay. Okay. So this scenario, it does not allow you to download. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It only allows you to view metadata and
Mm-hmm.
configure or deploy. Both the things are same. Once you configure, you deploy. And if I click on
Correct.
deploy, also it will make it take
It
the
will
same
take
step.
you to configuration, then only it will deploy, correct?
Deploy, yeah, correct. So I clicked here. It will allow you to view the iFlow,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but not the mapping. Means in some case, in some case we require mapping or something like that. So let's say in this there is a script involved, the Groovy script. Okay, so if I want to view that Groovy script, in this case it is allowed, but in some of the cases SAP has not even given the option to view the mapping or Groovy script. So it is
Mm-hmm.
kind of a black box to us. It is
Mm-hmm.
just you are sending the data, and at the receiver end you are receiving the converted data. What is happening in between, what configuration that they have done, what mapping is involved, that is not allowed us to view. Means it kind of a proprietary interface from SAP, which you cannot change or which you cannot view also the
Okay.
mapping. If you
Okay.
know, if you can view the mapping, you could have done the same mapping in your Eclipse. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just viewing
So,
that mapping.
if the standard content is compatible for our requirement, then we can go with this. Otherwise, we have to
Yes.
create from the scratch. If not, then we can use the editable one and we can edit it based on our
So
requirement.
editable ones, it's not that you would be having another scenario with the editable option.
No, 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 not other scenario. Any editable objects or any
Yes,
editable
yes, yes,
artifacts,
yes, yes.
we can
Yes.
download and we can tweak it based on our requirement and deploy it.
Yes.
Okay. So, but in this case, so we cannot get anything to Eclipse from here, right?
We cannot. We can we need to we can just deploy this package.
What is a way from Eclipse
This,
to sorry?
sorry, tell me. Yeah, you said.
What is the way to uh, configure from Eclipse? Is that based only URL based or something else?
Didn't get your question. Sorry, means.
No, see, right now you are using Web UI, right?
Hmm.
So if you are doing
Yes.
from Eclipse, only you have to have a tenant. Otherwise, you cannot even see this in the Eclipse. That's what you're saying.
Even if I have the access of this tenant, I cannot
Mm-hmm.
view this configurable one scenarios in my Eclipse.
Oh, okay. Configure even you cannot even get till Eclipse level. Only in Web
Mm.
UI only.
Only Web UI, the configurable ones
Okay,
are
okay,
only
okay.
present in or Web UI.
Mhm.
If
Okay,
those are editable, then I could have bought that, I could have downloaded those and imported the same in your Eclipse UI.
okay, okay. Got you, got you. Only editable can be downloadable, and you can import it in Eclipse.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Got you,
Okay,
got you.
but the configurable, if those are only configurable, then you don't
Mhm.
have any option left to do any
Correct. So
configuration. If
correct.
you,
In that case, we don't even Eclipse also. We can directly go
yeah, we
into
don't need
here.
it. Direct click on deploy,
Correct,
directly
correct,
do all the configuration and deploy it. Okay,
correct,
sir.
correct. Yeah, got you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So now quickly I took the class little longer due to this connection. I have to explain the monitoring. Now I'm quickly going to monitoring. Just 5 to 10 minutes more, sir. If it's okay with all the guys.
No problem. I think for me, I think no problem. I can check it someday.
Okay. So in the monitoring, just click on monitoring and you will be able to see this uh, tiles here. It says monitoring process messaging. These are the tiles for message processing. These four tiles are for integration content, and you have some security material, and you have the managers logs. So let me go from downwards. Managers logs are something which we have seen in PI also, where if one object is been logged by some user and you want to free that log, so we generally go to the NWA where we see the logs for your directory, your repository. So from there you can delete the logs and you can work on it. So same thing here also, you have the message logs. If some artifact is logged or something like that, you can manage those logs. Now the security content. Remember I told you today that you don't have directly option to provide user ID in your HCI tenant. Okay, so here you deploy your user ID and you take the name of that user ID and provide it to your HCI iFlows. So here you deploy your user ID. So these are called your security content. We will see the security content when we create our scenarios. Okay. Then comes your integration, manage integration content. Manage integration content are nothing but your iFlows which you have deployed on your cloud. Okay. So 19, there are some 19 iFlows which went for the error. Due to some reason, you can open that and you can do the monitoring about that. One second, let it come. Yeah. So this, let's say camel context not started. This is the my ID. 5th May, I must have created this and it's not started. So I can undeploy this. I will undeploy this. Then you have some other package. For that also, camel context not started. Yeah, this is there's some different error. You can timeout stock is not established. So Camel is again your framework on which your HCI has been created. So Camel context means your Camel framework was not started. So this is the error. This error you can find out, and you can remove the error and you can redeploy the uh, artifacts or your objects or your iFlows. Okay. Now the message monitoring. Message monitoring which we do in our PI also, where we want to view the messages which got processed. So all integration flows past 1 hour. All these are for 1 hour, last 1 hour. So all integration flows past 1 hour, failed, message failed, message. These are all messages, failed messages, error messages, retry messages, completed messages. If I want to view all the messages which are available in my HCI, I will customize my tile. I will click here, let's say all status or error status, time 1 minute, 24 hours, 1 month, 1 month, last 1 month or past 1 week. So I will click here past 1 month. I will click OK, and you will see 398 messages has been processed through my HCI tenant in last 1 month. So it's in kind of a development scenario. So not so many messages are flowing through my HCI tenant. So don't. It's not in production tenant. Okay. So that's why the message is flow. Yes, sir.
Sanat, how do you monitor the message flow between two particular applications?
We are doing the same thing,
You're
sir.
sure? Okay.
This is the same thing, sir. The message monitoring.
Yeah, but where do we give the source system and the target system name? Here we
That
are
is not
monitoring
possible.
on
That is
time,
not
right?
possible. Yeah, that is not more possible directly here as of now in HCI.
Sanat, anyway, it will show the workflow where it has been failed or some message not been processed where we can view in
Yes,
that way.
yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
there is
So
an option is there, right? View integration flow. So probably that.
no, no, that is later part. There is something called logs. Okay, so if it's processing successfully, you will see the logs as it's completed. But let's take some example of error one. Status. Past 1 month, zero error. It's not possible. So this there are no messages in last 18 days which got failed. Anyway, and to the question someone asked how to give the sender and receiver, there is no direct option of giving the sender and receiver here. But what you can do is the integration flow which you have deployed. Based on that, you can do the monitoring. Let's say if I have created one and test demo, the one which I created training.sap.order. Let's say just for the sake, see this one. Okay, there's nothing for this. Hmm. There's nothing flown for last 1 month. Yes. Okay. Hey, we got the field one also. Yeah. So uh, this kind of monitoring you can do for each artifact. Means in each artifact you have the sender and receiver specified, so you can do the monitoring here. And here you have some failed messages. Okay, so those workflow, just click on logs. Okay, click on processing logs, and you will find at what step it got failed. Okay, you can understand that at the first level itself, it provided us the error detail that this is the error, which is specified here in red also, that order ID is expecting something and we are not providing that in our iFlow. So that's why the OData adapter just failed. It was expecting order equal to with some value, but it was not provided it to it, so it got failed. Okay. So, but this is the first step where your error has been occurred. If you want to go to full processing, then you can go to slowly. Okay, the iFlow was triggered correctly. The remove header was completed. Okay, the when it reached to the parsing of the message, it got failed in this point where it was triggering the OData adapter. Kind of the error handling is little not clear as compared to our PI, where you can directly see the message logs and it is in one by one step at the time. but you have to go, you have to understand here itself what exactly the error has occurred. Okay. It is, if you get familiar with it, it would be simple to understand. Okay. So this is where you the uh, uh,
Sanat, what is
uh,
the view integration flow here?
yes, sir. So view integration flow is to view what iFlow we are talking about. Okay, so it directly gives you the link and the iFlow details. Okay,
So it will not give
directly
you
through your
where the which step is throwing error. It
no
will
no
not
no
give like
no
okay,
no
okay.
no no.
But okay,
It is
so
just
why the question is we have BPM will throw error where it failed in PI, and even Delbumi also will give you which step it got failed in the
yes.
graphical.
So that is called trace configuration. That has to be activated and that is only viewable in your Eclipse. And again, that is the pro of your Eclipse, that you can view the stepwise where exactly your payload is, how it looks like, and where exactly it failed. But that is available in Eclipse for only 24 hours, and that too you need to ask SAP to activate that functionality on your tenant. So again, 2 to 3 steps you have to do before even viewing those payloads each stepwise. Okay.
Okay.
So we will see that. We will see that. Even for my Eclipse, my tenant, the payload monitoring, it's not activated as of now. Means we have asked for it, but the tenant was refreshed due to some issue. Means there was some issue, and we asked SAP to refresh our tenant and our ID. So they have removed that also in that process. So again, we have to ask for the payload monitoring. Anyway,
Hey,
uh,
Sanat, one question. So we are doing some configuration in Eclipse. So monitoring need to be done here or something present in Eclipse tools also.
so it's present in Eclipse tools also, and it's quite better for me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Eclipse tool is very efficient. Um, it has all the functionality. We will understand Eclipse tool tomorrow from one each point, and we will create some scenarios also in your Eclipse. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is the web UI of HCI clear to you, because I have shown each step and everything. Okay, and I guess there is nothing left to show you as of now. Okay. As of now, tomorrow
One of
we
that
will be understanding. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're saying something.
could be, it could be helpful if you send this recorded session.
Uh, so this is my client user tenant.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay, got it. No problem. No,
no,
no
don't
problem.
worry. It's not an issue. I will be providing document for each step for you. But recorded session, it would be little tough.
No, no problem. I understand the problem. Not an issue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So anyway,
Sanat,
I've shown you each.
you can call by name. Why you are using so many shares here?
Sorry.
You can call by name. Why you are using so many shares? Shares.
And now it is in my DNA. I don't know why it had came. My first organization, it was kind of that. So anyway, it's good now. And I don't remember the names based out of the voices as of now.
Okay.
Anyway, um, so let's meet up tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
If you have any issue, just let me know. Okay.
All right. All right.
So
Uh,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
tomorrow we are going to do the some sample examples in Eclipse.
We will be creating some iFlows in Eclipse. We will be creating iFlows in your web UI. So tomorrow's session would be little bit practical. Day after tomorrow, I guess Saturday, it would be practical plus theoretical.
Sure, fine, no problem.
Because I have to, because I had to cover this not today, means But on Saturday, yeah, I have to ask you, on Saturday, who all are there in the evening batch? I want to take 3 hours batch in evening on Saturday. So who guys are available? That means if there is an issue with you guys or something like that. India time 8 or 6, something like that. So from 6, I can stretch it till 8:30 or 8:45. So India time, I'm talking about 6.
6
6 a.m. in the
Is it?
morning
6
or 6 p.m.?
No, 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 sir. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 6 a.m.
6 p.m. your time, is it? So 8.
Yes, sir.
8:30 for us.
Yeah, I think that should be fine. I don't have any. What about Pradeep?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Saturday evening 6 to 8:30 p.m. Right, Sanat sir?
Yes, for India.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about morning? Morning also you will take class or?
No, no, no. There won't be any morning.
No problem. No problem with that timing for me.
Yeah, even I don't have any problem. We can have it Saturday 8:30.
Tomorrow
Okay.
we have
Achieve.
class, right? Tomorrow
Yeah,
class we
tomorrow
have,
at the
right?
same time. Tomorrow the same time which we are following the weekdays, but I'm talking about the weekends.
No.
Okay. So Arvind doesn't have problem. Karthik.
No problem for me.
Okay. Pradeep, no problem. Ajit, you're there.
Yeah, no issues. Yeah, I'll
No
join.
issues. Nice, sir. Sairam, I guess he's not having a mic. Shankar,
Yeah, no problem. I can join.
Vijay and Vinay, please.
no problem for Vijay here. I can join.
Okay. Okay. So it's only Vinay. Yep. So okay. So Vinay, your voice is very low. It's hard to understand.
Sanat, no problem on weekend this time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So why I'm doing that, because I will be covering a bit fast. You know that in weekdays we have only 1 day, 1 hour, and I'm not able to take longer sessions. So to complete this sessions faster and with more, I can cover more things. So that's why. So just Sairam, I need the confirmation, else we are having our sessions 6 o'clock Saturday. I'm just saying 1 day before so that you don't you can plan up your weekend based on upon that. Okay. So let's meet up tomorrow then at the same time, and on the Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we will plan it at 3 hours, or if it's okay with on Sunday also, then we can plan for Sunday also for 3 hours.
I'm okay, sir. This is Saira.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. So let's meet up. Yeah. Yeah.
Sanat sir. Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, this HCI tenant connection is provided by client SAP only, right?
Yes, sir.
So
I
we
mean to
don't
say,
have in market to get a sample test connection. Everybody providing like that. Is there not right? Is not
as
available.
of mm, till February, SAP was giving the trial access. I would be frank to you. Till February, SAP was giving the trial access to everybody who had the S user ID.
Okay.
But now SAP has stopped it. They don't want more people to learn. At the time, now SAP has a strategy that as soon as a new software comes, they are providing the trial version till it is little bit common, or till it is been explored by some people, and then they stop that trial access. So it was the same case with HCI also. As of now, they are giving for IoT. So if anybody is up to IoT, for IoT also, they are giving the trial access. Soon they will end the IoT also. So people, please be on your toe and start learning new things, because SAP is going everywhere with their development team. It is in all directions, not only in the integration context. I would say even I am learning IoT. So do learn IoT, do explore on IoT, because it is a thing of future, and it would drive your ERP everywhere. next 2 to 3 years. So apart from HCI also, I would recommend everybody not to learn from me because even I am learning, but if you get chance and if you have the document, learn IoT as soon as possible. Okay, it would be helpful with HCI also because it is an integration tool which will be taking the communication with the HCI and taking on you can communicate with the ECC with your IoT devices. But I'm just giving a heads up so that there are no people in the market who are working on IoT. So be early birds, do learn it because all the integration, all the manufacturing companies, each and every company in this world, a big manufacturing company, are now jumping into IoT. And there is a new word in SAP for IoT called SAP Leonardo. Okay, so this is not. I have explored. I have got the access of Leonardo recently. I was running about in behind the Leonardo, so it's a new landscape. Do learn about IoT. It's a serious. I would say seriously think about IoT also down the line. Yeah, HCI is good tool. It would be there to stay. But if you have one more, what we can say, skill set under your belt, it would be good for your profile and good for your future. Okay. Anyway,
Okay,
because
thank
I
you.
have learned, yeah, I have learned around 11 technologies and I'm learning this 12th one. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm wasting your time. Okay. So let's meet up tomorrow.
Okay. All right, Sanat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.